Maybe start with cheers. We're about an hour and a half, 2 hours southwest of Portland, and right off the Oregon coast.
We like to think of ourselves as a brand, not just a brewery. Rogue allows us to do multiple different things outside of just beer, whether it's our pubs, whether it's our cooperage, our farms, whether it's our spirits portfolio, and now our canned cocktail portfolio. I'm Dharma Tam, president at Rogue Ales and Spirit. I think that there's something really special about working for a company that matches who you are as a person and what you're passionate about. I'm passionate about building things and exploring and learning new things and not being afraid of failing. And those are just so core to who Rogue is. If you look at any of our people that work for us, they all have those same traits as well. And I think that's a uniquely beautiful thing.
Yeah, so right now, opening up the hatch, we'll go ahead and transfer out at this point, the spent mash. So this is the non-hop version of Dead Guy as it is done distilling. For us entering into the whiskey side, specifically in the spirits distilling side of things, it was the natural progression. You have a beer that you're starting off with, what happens if you throw that through a still? My name is Brian Pribble. I'm the head distiller here at Rogue Ales and Spirits. I started working with Rogue back in 2010 and haven't looked back since. So today we're doing a malt whiskey tasting. We're tasting a couple of different of our flagship brands. Specifically, we're looking at our single malt Dead Guy and rye whiskey, and lastly, our Rolling Thunder stouted whiskey. If you haven't drank it already, please go ahead. Nose it, taste it, smell it. Being able to kind of give everybody an idea of what we're producing and what we're trying to achieve for our spirits program is amazing. Anytime we can get out into the community and kind of give everybody a chance of seeing what we're doing as a whole, and then also where we're kind of progressing for the spirits department as in general. We're trying to create different specialty finishes for both whiskeys and gins, kind of playing around with all different sources. So Travis right now is going through and drying off any bottles, in this case removing any debris. We hand bottle everything that we produce, so this year will be about 20,000 cases. As Rogue Spirits, as our distillery, we've been in operation since 2003. We've been located here in Newport since 2007. We started distilling over at the House of Spirits, our main tasting room here in town. We're one of those little known secrets within the company, but it's also one of those happy little secrets. What we're doing right now is filling the finished whiskey into bottles. So Dead Guy whiskey is 80 proof. We'll go ahead and fill the bottle, put the cork on, put the topper on, and then get it seated and off to the races. We're trying to focus on the maturation development as well as trying to develop different specialty cask finishes, looking at that next phase of a malt whiskey distillery. So how do we get from the 2 to 3 to 5 year whiskeys that are our age statements right now, how do we get to a 10-year malt whiskey? So being the climate where we're at for the coast, how do we develop into an Irish style malt whiskey that has that 10, 12, 15 year whiskey while having our own little twist on it? It does not suck over here on the coast. First thing I noticed beyond the bridge driving over is you're looking off to the east and you're seeing kind of the Aquina Bay area, or you're seeing that salt air coming in. You get that briny quality, you get that fresh sea salt smell. So you ever walked on the beach, you ever walked on the Oregon coast, you're getting that kind of freshness walking through the area, which is one of the direct impacts for what we get for a finished whiskey, just from the climate and from the region. So I consider us pretty lucky being able to produce malt whiskeys in the state of Oregon, being able to produce malt whiskeys on the Oregon coast. It gives us an opportunity, it gives us the flexibility of being able to produce world-class spirits and world-class beer.
Being on the Oregon coast is really a microcosm of being part of Oregon altogether. And there's something that's unique about Oregon that gives us this permission to explore and do things that are wilder and crazier and really incubate those. It's a uniquely Oregon trait. How can you be so as a fly in the face of adversity and try to create something that's a small Pacific Northwest state, and yet we do it. There's something that's uniquely beautiful about Oregon because of that.
I'm Amanda Zessin. I'm the communications manager at Rogue Ales and Spirits.
Rogue has always cared so much about giving back to the community. One product that we're doing right now is called Dreamland American Lager, and it's a new product that benefits the Newport skate park. So there was a skate park in our hometown and it was falling apart. It really needed some love. People here love it. It's a safe place for people to go. 3, 2, 1, yeah! A portion of the proceeds will go to refurbishing the skate park here and skate parks around the world. So this is just one of many different ways that we really give back to our community. We have the Jack Joyce Scholarship.
You can see visually what's happening inside the vessel.
We give a portion of money to OSU students for the fermentation program there so that they can continue the brewing industry and so we can create new future brewers.
My name is Joel Shields. I'm the brewmaster here at Rogue Ales. Are we getting closer to kettle full or?
Just about there.
John Beer was amazing and he was here for 30 years and we are only on to our second brewmaster.
John Meyer, very quiet guy, much like myself. It was awesome learning from him as far as like quality, consistency, learning how his creative process of coming up with a beer. And he would literally just write up recipes on cardboard as he was coming up with them, just so he'd always have something to jot down on. He wouldn't go sit at a computer and get too scientific about it. It was always very artistic, and I appreciated that. That was pretty cool.
It would be really, really difficult to hire a brewmaster for Rogue from the outside, but having Joel as part of our team for so long and being so Rogue, it's just a beautiful natural transition.
Right now I'm just going to collect the sample to get our starting gravity, and then I'm going to add in the first boil hops here. Yeah, it's pretty rewarding. I mean, it's awesome to see how excited people are, how in awe they are of coming through the brewery. We have a very unique entrance. They get to walk right through the brewery, come up here, so I get to see everyone's face as they're coming in, which is pretty cool, and answer questions as they're coming through, get a lot of interaction with the people and the customers as they're coming in.
So why buy Rogue? Rogue is a uniquely Oregon company, whether it's the fact that we're a brewer, a distiller, farmer, cooper, and we care about every aspect that goes into our products, whether it's the beers we brew, the spirits we distill, the graphics that we design all in-house. When you buy a Rogue product, you are buying the labor of 300 employees who care a ton about the products that we're producing, and none of it's outsourced, it's all done in-house. So you're buying truly a labor of love and something that could only exist in Oregon.